President Biden is heading to New England this morning, hoping to show how a more than $1 trillion infrastructure package will help one small town in particular. The president signed that bill into law yesterday at a big White House ceremony. Hours later, the president had a long-awaited virtual meeting with China's President Xi Jinping. Their video conference addressed some of the growing economic and military tensions between the two countries. And Ed O'Keefe is at the White House for us, tracking it all. This was a long meeting, Ed. Good morning.
Sure was, Tony. Good morning. White House says it went on for about 3.5 hours and describes it as a substantial and respectful back and forth that was straightforward. But anyone looking for a big breakthrough may be disappointed. A late night at the White House and an early morning in Beijing.
All countries have to play by the same rules of the road. Why the United States is always going to stand up for our interests and values.
Xi said he's also seeking cooperation.
We should each run our domestic affairs well and work together to advance the noble cause of world peace and development.
A senior administration official said the two leaders discussed human rights, climate change, COVID-19 and the importance of transparency amid a pandemic, economic commitments, and China's military activity around Taiwan. The White House official wouldn't say if China's hypersonic missile test in July was discussed. Recent satellite images show mock American warships in a Chinese desert built possibly for target practice. Gary Locke, who served as ambassador to China during the Obama administration, said China's growing military power is cause for concern.
What they're doing with respect to Taiwan, what they're doing to build up military bases in the South China Sea. So we need to have frank discussions.
One discussion left off the table, a formal invitation to the Beijing Olympics.
Today, we're finally getting this done.
And on Monday, President Biden said the U.S. will be even more competitive against China thanks to passage of the bipartisan infrastructure bill.
Because of this law, next year will be the first year in 20 years American infrastructure investment will grow faster than China's.
Today, the president is set to continue his celebration of that infrastructure bill by visiting rural New Hampshire to talk about how the legislation is going to help rebuild thousands of bridges across the country. Tomorrow, he heads to Michigan to talk about electric vehicles. Why New Hampshire and Michigan? Because they're set to hold competitive contests in next year's midterm elections. Gayle?
All right, Ed, thank you very much.